Honestly, I think this is probably the best show of 2024 right now. I know everybody says it so much, but I think I can honestly just nail it to the coffin and say that it probably is one of the best shows of 2024. Hello, it's me, and I just came back from my 2 week break because I needed to, take a little breather from making videos, but now I'm back and better than ever. So, I recently just finished The Penguin. Now I just finished The Penguin, and I'm gonna say right now it's a really really good show. I liked it a lot. I think the ending of this show was really really good, and this builds up to like probably one of the best, like maybe best villain origin story out there. Maybe like the best villain show out there. Maybe I don't know. Probably better ones out there, but this is probably like one of the best like setting out. Like I think this show is better than the Joker. To be honest, like just how good it is, it was better than the Joker. The Joker 1, not Joker 2. Joker 2 was kind of disgusting. But this show was amazing, and this really makes you, basically, this show makes you hate Oswald, hates the Penguin. So throughout the entire show, you watch this boy named the Penguin, or you can call him Oswald Cobb, and he is basically just rising to the top, all in the name of, all in the name of his mother, who is suffering from a lot of diseases like dementia and Parkinson's and all that. So Oswald wants to make his mom proud, and so what he's doing is that he's gonna basically make some of her dreams come true, like getting like a penthouse and like seeing the view of the city, and then getting to the top of the entire thing, getting like the kingpin of Gotham City, and that's basically what the whole show is. So obviously, throughout the time, he meets a lot of people, like the most notable one, which is Victor. I think Victor's character development in this show was honestly top tier. I loved it a lot. You can really see a scared young man who's not like a scared degenerate nobody, from that going into like an actual like amazing sidekick to the Penguin, and obviously Victor is very, you can say he's very notable at the ending of the movie, and that sets up a lot of things, people's relationship, people's like views towards Penguin because of what he does to him. I will get into spoilers right now, so if you don't want to hear spoilers, get the frick off this video. Anyway, spoilers. Um, Penguin kills Victor. It's crazy. That's like one of the most notable things I could have pulled from the show. Everything that Penguin has done with Victor, all the things that they do, the buddy ships, the father son mentor teacher thing, mentor student thing, all ends with Mr. Cobb choking the crap out of this guy. And that, I think, what makes it, like, that's what nails it on the coffin, with you going from loving this guy a lot, like actually feeling sympathetic about Penguin. Okay, you know what, throughout the show, now I look at it, I think Penguin is a really nice guy. He's compassionate, and when you, let's say, if someone watches Batman Part Two, they're gonna be like, oh, I kind of want to root for Penguin because of what he has gone through and what he has done. So nobody will care about Batman. But out of the blue, out of nowhere, this guy literally chokes Victor to death, and everybody, I'm pretty sure, me included, and a lot of people who probably saw this show, was like, okay, now I hate this guy. And you know what? I do. I hate this guy now. I used to love Mr. Penguin throughout the entire, from episode 1 to episode 7 and part of episode 8. I love this guy. I'm like, okay, I can see why he's becoming, it looks like this guy is actually a very nice and loyal person to a certain extent. But then when you see this guy choke someone there who he loves throughout the entire show, it really hurts. That it's like a big backstab, freaking, I love you for this long, and next thing you know, boom, I'm gonna suffocate you. And obviously, he doesn't suffocate this guy, for pure excitement. He does it for a reason. This guy suffocated Victor because he doesn't want things to get in his way. Because how what happened to his mother, her being like almost having a stroke, her like just like getting away, and one of Mr. Cobb's like biggest weakness is love, and whenever he loves something so much and he loses it, you can see his weakness come out. Based on, remember from the last scene when he saw his mother having a stroke, not really, but seeing his mother dead, and this guy broke down into tears, like it's just nothing, like his entire life just crumbled in front of him, and which it did. His mother is like the one thing he loves so much, and that is his driving motivation for this entire show, which is his mother, of course. And seeing him dead, seeing her dead, is very very sad, and that breaks him a lot. So I'm pretty sure he realizes that, oh, Victor is probably the only one I have left, and I don't want him to basically, um, I don't want someone to like kill him, and then I feel bad for him, or he like turns against me or something like that. So the only thing that he can do is choke him out, which is honestly not the thing that he could have done. But remember, this is a Batman villain. This isn't like a normal human being. Well, everything will go fine. Like, he killed him out of love, I guess you can say that, just out of love. To be honest, I don't know why he would do it like that, but obviously that makes you hate the guy even more. That when I saw Penguin choking Victor just like that, that really made me hate the guy a lot. That really made me, okay, this guy's compassionate to, okay, now I want freaking Batman from Batman Part 2 to like 47 hit combo this guy into a corner and then killing him brutality fatality. So it really does set up it, and then from that scene on, you can really see, okay, this is the Penguin now. Like, we have seen a normal like mobster guy who's trying to get the top, into, okay, Batman needs to beat this guy's butthole, and just kill him, because we're seeing him actually becoming a kingpin, and he does like fulfill excuse me, so he does fulfill his mother's dreams, like getting a penthouse and seeing outside the front, seeing outside the the view of the city from penthouse. But she's in a very bad position where, I think Oswald is just actually just suffering, just making her suffer. Like, okay, she got what she wants, she's in the penthouse and she's looking over the city, but she's in there like in an actual hospital bed, paralyzed, crying, because she was supposed to die peacefully, but Oswald was so egotistical that he wanted to bring her back to life, and now post stroke, she's just paralyzed, sad, because I think she'd rather be dead than suffer like this. And Oswald, being who he is, he doesn't see that. He only sees himself, his narcissistic butt. So as long as she's alive, he's happy. So, and then obviously Penguin with his freaking suit on, he dresses his girlfriend as her mother, as his mother, and dances with her, calling her like, call me, I'm a proud guy, with her calling her sweetheart, her calling him sweetheart, and it's kind of weird. Like, it's kind of weird. Like, it's gonna be kind of weird to put this, but role playing your girlfriend as your mother, that's kind of weird. Like, putting out, like, so when that scene was happening, I was laughing out of actual like weirdness and confusion, because wow, you really love your mother that much. That's how much you'll do it. You'll actually make your girlfriend look like your mother. That's kind of weird, and that shows how much Oswald really loves his mother, which is cool. And then obviously after that, you see them dancing, and then it shifts out into a window, and you see the Batman symbol, basically resembling that, okay, the Batman Part 2 will be about defeating this guy, and I really hope he does. This guy really, really needs to die, just because of that alone. So I think the ending was really good. I went on like a 9-minute rant about the freaking ending, but everything else about the show was amazing. I loved it so much. It was so good. I think every character, and to all the people who want on IGN in general, to all the people who say, I think we need some sort of strong, independent woman in this movie. We need more representation. There's only one thing I can say to you right now, which is Sophia. Take that as you will. Anyway, so this show is honestly really, really good. I think every single character here, Sophia did amazing. I think Frances, which is Penguin's mother, did good. All the stories. Victor, I think Victor, in my opinion, is probably like my favorite character in this show, because of like his big character development, and I can kind of relate to him because he's almost at that same age as me, and going through adulthood. But I never lost my parents. Like, my parents are still alive, except for him. But I can relate to him the most, because he is probably going through the same exact struggles that I am going, or vice versa. So I liked him a lot. Obviously I like the Penguin. Uh, Now that I looked at the ending, I don't think I like this guy anymore. I wish that Batman would just freaking kick his butt, because I think the Penguin deserves to die for what he did to Victor. I think I don't know why he decided to like struggle, make like suffer Victor. Like I don't know why he couldn't just shot him in the head. If you loved him that much, I'm pretty sure you would want him to, you know, go out in peace rather than go out in a struggle, taking his money and throwing his card in the ocean, like just like some random, day hooker out there, tossing him aside. So it's kind of weird that he did that like that. But this, obviously, I know I went on a big rant about the ending, but that's like the big thing about this show that I liked about it. But obviously, everything else in this show was good. I want to talk about this show so much more, but this will literally become longer than the Titanic movie. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. You just watch the show for yourself, because it's really that good. All the stories, if the story is good, the best way I can put it is that you see Penguin, you see this guy at his very lowest. Like this guy, you see him like he's just a driver for Sophia, like he's just a driver. All you gotta do is drive me here, drive me there, and that's your entire job. And then you see this guy going from that into literally becoming a kingpin of the entire Gotham, of the entire city of Gotham. And it's cool, like you see all these different stories happening, everything is connected, you know everything's. I love when like things connect to each other, like they reference here, reference there. I like it when they play with your psychological narrative that plays with your mind and all that. And seeing all the different cool things, like Gotham, you're there in the Gotham Asylum, you're anticipating, oh my god, I want to see Batman, or you're gonna see other people. But it's like one of those shows where I keep forgetting that this is a Batman show, because this feels like a normal like mafia type crap. And then like the more you keep going, the more you're like, oh my god, he's the Penguin, this guy is the Penguin. And when you get to the end, you know that, okay, Batman, we love you, Batman, we want you, Batman, where the heck are you? Please kill this guy because he deserves it. And I like that. That's called developing a good villain. And when a lot of people hate, that character in general, who is meant to be evil, that means it's a good sign of, cool. I kind of hate it. Like, this was like probably like one of my big critique about the movie, not movie, the show, as well. It made you feel sympathetic about the Penguin himself, even though he's a bad guy. I wanted to watch the show, to see, Penguin doing bad crap. When honestly he does do bad crap, but not like bad, like you kind of like Breaking Bad. You feel sympathy for this guy, and you're like, oh my god, this isn't what a villain, And then towards the end of the show, I'm like, oh, okay, this guy is not a Batman villain. There's no way this guy can stand up against Batman. And then like once you see him choke out Victor, that's when you notice that, oh my god, this guy is a villain. He needs to stop. Batman, where are you right now? And then the more like you go on from that scene, the more like, okay, this is the next Batman villain for Batman Part 2. And that's what I like about this show. It sets up a good villain for the movie. And also, it's just a really good villain show where you see someone going from the very bottom to becoming an actual big supervillain, which is good. I love how the Penguin did that. I can talk about this show so much more, but I'm just gonna leave it here. It's watch it for yourself. If I can put this on a scale from the 1 to 10, this will be a actual good 9. Like, this is a good 9 show. There were some reasons why it's not a 10 out of 10, because I rarely give out 10 out of 10s, but this show does deserve its 9 rating. And it's just so good that you just have to watch it for yourself in order to understand it. It's so good. It's just good. This is really a very good, amazing show. I think it's probably the best show of 2024, so far. There might be some freaking amazing, magnum opus show like at the very end of the year, but so far, The Penguin is just an amazing show that does everything that a villain show needs to do. Does it perfectly here. That's it. Thanks for watching.